Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the New York Yankees. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Okay, Singy, we're in for a treat today. The home run streak this dude is on, remarkable.
Seriously, Boog, he's been playing like Freddie Freeman in the 2024 World Series. Seeing the ball right out of their hand and making them pay game after game.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill, the lefty, Ryan Weathers. How about a report on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
About to get started here, Zach Neto now at the plate. Up the middle, fires to first on the run, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Singy, it looked like he might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close. So they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth the challenge if there's any doubt at all.
Well, they've decided not to challenge it, and so he is safe at first. Aye! Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That one lifted to left. Grichuk takes it in for the out. One down.
Batting third.
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Jorge Soler.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Step off throw to first. Neto back in on a dive. Joe Adele in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Now one miss.
Outside.
Neto leads off first with one away. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. So he goes yard to left. The Angels on the board first. It's 2-0.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone. No, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
Inside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Ball one. And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
One down. Vaughn Grissom will hit next. And
That's
ball one.
Nope, that's
foul ball.
They're early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And it's fouled away. On the ground, Caballero throws to first in time.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 14, Logan Ohaku.
Hey! That's outside.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's got a chance. And he misses it. It drops in. And he'll pull into second safely.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So runner at second, 2 down. Yoan Moncada, the next to hit for the Angels.
Hey!
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Man at second. In the air to left center. Grisham on his way over. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting to start for the Angels, Reed Detmers. What should we keep an eye on here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. And now
Ball
1 and 2. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
This one in the air center field. Trout settles under this one. 1 up, 1 down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Judge matched a homer in his last game. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. And that one moves his feet. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Down, base is empty. Here's the veteran second baseman, Ahmed Rosario. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. This one popped up. Adele on the run. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that is that. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail it here 3-0. On now to the top half of inning number 2. So in now for the Angels, Oswald Peraza. Ryan Weathers will get back to work.
Hey!
Fastball in for a strike. 0-2. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Caught him looking for the K.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
The 0-1. Ball one there. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Line drive, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop,
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
Ball, that's outside.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. That's way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip. Here's Joe Adele.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Ball, that's out.
Trout off of first with 2 away. Out towards left center. Grichuk on the move to the gap. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back in New York and stepping in for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton with a homer in his last game. Chopped left side. Slings to first in time.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 12, Rick Richo.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Out number 2.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 34,
Randal Grichuk now. Foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So the Yanks go in order. They're down 4-0.
Gotta love a good comeback. They say pressure bust pipes. So what's the win without a comeback? So what's the win without a comeback?
Back in the Bronx, and now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Jorge Soler.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 5-0.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
0-2 now. That
That's
one
a ball.
missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Digging in, Logan O'Hoppe doubled in his first AB.
Logan O'Hoppe.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
On the ground, right side, slings to first in time.
Up next for the Angels, the third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
Fastball for a strike. Pitches in there. That is strike two.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And the lead is now 5-0.
What you want from me? Tell me what you want from me, and I give it to you. You a 10, yeah.
Back here in New York, set for the bottom of the third, Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
Well,
Ball. Down.
Smoke to right, but he's got it.
batting in, the shortstop, Jose Caballero.
That's out.
Smoked on the ground a second. Slinging it to first in time.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Ryan.
There's Ryan McMahon now.
Nope. That's inside. Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Pulls it in on the run. That is the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. Angels 5 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx, on to the fourth. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of the hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Zach Neto, the next to hit, 1 for 2.
Ball, that's out.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. On the ground to the left. Sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Angels 5 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Backed off the plate that time. This one in the air, center field. Trout settles underneath it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Into center. Trout on his horse. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 2 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1.
Ball 1.
The Yankees yet to pick up a hit here. Check swing went around, and that's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Grounds 1 to short. Neto. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC.
Now
The new pitcher in the game, Gary De Los Santos. This is his first appearance of the season.
leading off for the Angels, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. That's down and in. That one missing inside. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's the 2-2. And that one is inside. Struck him out without a swing. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Now batting Joe Adell. He's already homered here in this one.
Adell.
Ball, that's down.
Right side. Nice grab. And they get the out.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Judge on the move. And makes the grab. And that is that. Angels held in check, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back for more from the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Strike one.
Ball, that pitch is out. That's a ball.
Upstairs.
Ball three.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fought off foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Payoff pitch. Ripped to right. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Richa.
Ball.
Hammered. Base hit. And now two aboard. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Foul ball there. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Yanks trying to get back into this one. Last half of inning number 5. That one's
Ball
upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
This one popped up, and the
Infield
infield fly is
batter's
called.
out.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher.
2 on with
28,
1 out. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. He's 0 for 1. And that one is inside ball 1.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
And the 1-0. Stanton on second. Grisham over at first with 1 away. And that is out of play. One-two now. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Off the mark there. Ball 2. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Oh, he can't hang on. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Line drive, and it stays fair. Grisham around third. He'll score. It's 5-1. Adele quickly gets it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. So 2 outs with runners on their corners. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 5 innings complete. Angels 5 and the Yankees 1. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
My life is real, real.
So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest.
Wavy hair, mystique. Up in his deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in the MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, recipes, polo. He see us, I was just with G. Just like Ryan E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some.
Nolan Shanuel getting ready to hit.
Nolan Shanuel.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
The 0-1. To the right side. He'll do it himself. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 14, Logan O'Hoppe.
And a foul ball. That catches the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. De Los Santos, a righty that throws with power.
Inside,
28 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Got it. That's the 2nd out. 2 outs, base is empty. Yoan Moncada, the next to hit for the Angels.
Hey.
Fastball for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That misses. Ball 1. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. And that one almost hit him.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
2 down, nobody on. High fly ball down the left field line. Grichuk raging back towards the wall. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Outside, and that is ball 4. Talk about a battle at the plate. 10 pitches. He earned that walk.
That's a ball.
Moncada leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Rosario tosses to first. That's the inning. Angels leave 1. They're up 5-1. Back now in the Bronx, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. This one in the air, center field. Trout under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Ball 1.
The Halos leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. On the ground to third, and that's foul. Here's a 1-2. And that's too high. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 down, base is empty. Now here is Ahmed Rosario. That one the other way, and that's just foul.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. That is the inning. Yanks held in check. They're down 5-1.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Yankees,
Number
Camilo
75,
Doval. He pitched
Camilo.
yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Leading off with the Angels, the left fielder, number 22, Bryce Teodosio.
Ground ball, Goldie. He steps on the bag. One pitch and one out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach Neto.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Ball
Just
back outside.
missed. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Next offering is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The kick, the 3-2. And down on strikes he goes. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Angels, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Hey. 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Sliced hard but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Angels go quietly there. They lead this one though 5-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sam Aldegari.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. The Yankees in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
The Yankees looking to rally. And first offering is fouled off. Bounce to third. Fair ball. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Chris Richard.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. The Angels leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Teodosio settles underneath it, and there's 2 away. Randall Grichuk digs in now.
The left fielder, number 34, Randall Grichuk.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And first offering is fouled off. Grichuk, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
The 1-2. Slider misses outside. Two now. And a curve is down and in.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Jose.
First and second, 2 outs. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And there's a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. He's got it. That is the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. Angels 5 and the Yankees 1. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC.
Now
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Paul Blackburn.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the right fielder, Joe Adell. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Hey!
Foul ball. That
That's
misses
a
the
ball.
zone. 1-2 to count. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here comes the 0-1. And there's a ball. That's a strike. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. There's 1. On to first. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Base is empty after the double play. Nolan Shanuel now at the plate.
Aye.
The other way, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
next
I'll
for
tell
the
you,
Yankees,
when you
the
smoke a
catcher,
line
number
drive into the
1,
gap like that, I
Logan.
mean, sure, home runs are king,
Happy.
but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss there. That one inside. Look out. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Stays alive. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch is downstairs. Just
that's
missed.
inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Angels 5 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
It's been a long while. I got it on pin, a living bank rolling. I'm my own penny. I've been on 10 and out the whole team and all of that way. You know it's on me. You know I got goals. You know what I see. Have all of that gold, a necklace around me. You say it's like work. My God, we gon' see.
McMahon, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Jordan Romano, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bachman also throwing. There's a high chopper. And foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And misses inside. Lined into right. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Outside.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. That's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Judge now.
Did not expect a homerless game coming into today, Boog. His streak is beyond impressive, but you know this crowd wants to see him go yard, and count me in.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
No, good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Here's a 1-1. And Judge spoils that one. Man at first, 1 away. And now it's even up. This ball's chopped on the ground. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. Angels 5 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Now on the bump, Tim Hill. The southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. In the air, right field. And there's 1 away. Oswald Peraza, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. This one in the air, right field. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Up next for the Angels, the left fielder, number 22, Bryce Theodosio.
On a bounce right side, Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Angels 5 and the Yankees 1. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Jordan Romano. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. Back for the bottom of the ninth, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to get it started. Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Now, plenty of work to do on offense, so they're just looking for any kind of spark here.
Oh, 1 down. That one pushed foul. That
Ball.
misses the zone, and the count 1-2. That one missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Stanton
Ball,
in the
that's
box
out.
with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Romano, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 1 down, base is empty here in the ninth. Next
Nope,
pitch
that's off the
misses
plate. Ball
outside. 2-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one missed. Off the outside,
that pitch is
ball
out.
4. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish.
Number 12.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. And it's fouled away. Stanton, the base runner at first with 1 out. In the air to left center. Theodosio under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 34, Randall.
So they're down to their final out. Randall Grichuk stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. The Yankees going with a pinch hitter. Cody Bellinger, the runner on first and 2 gone for him.
Bellinger.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. The Yanks down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
0-1.
The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels even this series up at a game apiece.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long